Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. This is Ragnarok here with episode 25 of Mortal Empire's Endgame with Tyrion. Right, so just taking a quick glance at the map while we get right back to where we were last time, which is up here in the Frozen Wastes. Just working through the remnants of the Dark Elves here, so hopefully be able to finish them off next turn, which I don't think will be too much of an issue, really. Actually, I should have actually stayed down at this part of the map because there was something to do down here. I level up one of our
mighty warrior,
and let's just keep going with the Thunderbolt, or should we go Comet of Cazadora? I guess we'll go Comet of Cazadora. I guess that one it's like the same thing but more powerful, basically. Which was just gonna sit here. We're eventually gonna build some other armies down here as well, and we're just gonna be building. I think we're gonna be building a force around here between Animaeus and
I serve the Phoenix King.
Beatrice. What we could use is some cavalry backup for these guys. So what I'm kind of thinking is the order like it plus stone. Alright, well what I'm thinking is we will actually pick up this Dashing Lord and get Silver Helms, because this will be a relatively cheap army and should be actually pretty I don't know, it's not going to be a formidable army by any stretch the imagination, but it's still going to be a pretty solid army, I think. So I think what we're going to do, let's go Root Marcher, Inspiring Presence, Cavalry Master, and we're going to go Sky Master as well, because I think what we're going to do for this army is, I wonder what the best way to go about this is. If we should get the dragons first, or if we should do the... we're going to be getting Silver Helms. Oh, those take 3 turns to recruit. Alright, might as well start with the Silver Helms. So, Silver Helms. And then, how many Silver Helms do we want to get? Well, I think we'll go 5 dragons, and then 1. I guess we should put a mage in this army. Probably what we should do. So where the fuck are we gonna recruit a mage? Okay, we can recruit a mage over here. Ooh, conductor. What is this? Heavens. Dampener, Spry, Meddler. I think we'll go with the conductor probably. Though, Administrator, Incendiary. Genius. What do I got for life mages here? Flammable, resistant, protected. So the other question, do we want a offensive mage or more of a defensive mage, like a life mage? I guess probably, I think we should go with the conductor, I guess. Just the bonus power reserves. Actually, I'm really actually kind of hesitant on that, actually, at the moment. I guess there's no limit to how many fucking agents you can actually get. Might actually want to get a noble in here instead, rather than a mage. Though we should be using some of the Winds of Magic. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Anyway, we've got 14 turns before this army is going to be fully recruited anyway, so we'll think about it. Actually, probably would have been quicker to recruit the army over here and bring it over here. Especially, too, if we're going to be building 2 more armies down here. It's going to take fucking forever. Not to mention, it's going to use up the bulk of our income. Anyway, let's leave 2 spots for now. Maybe a mage and a
Highborn.
A noble, or maybe just a noble. Yeah, I would just do a swordmaster, but I don't think a swordmaster will fit in this army the way that we're composing it. I'm just being cavalry. So what I'm thinking is these 3 armies will work in unison. I don't know how effective that's going to be though. Anyway, figure it out. Alright, is there anything else left for us to do this turn? I don't think I checked the building list, so maybe I should check that. Ooh, whoa, technology available. What do I want to do? Yeah. Alright, maybe we'll do this. And we'll recruit the dragons first over here. And then that way, by the time we're ready for the silver helms, I think 5 dragons will be fine. And then we'll wait 1 turn. And then we'll recruit the silver helms here. They'll get like a little bit of a recruitment bonus or rank bonus. Go with the growth. Alright, we didn't check the building list. Actually, let's do that right now. Resource here too. With the resource, and then this spot probably will use the. Ooh, might want to turn the taxes off here. Might have to do that next turn. Probably would be safer to do it this turn. I really don't want to have to double back. We can always pop a general in there for a couple turns just to get the public order under control as well. That's always an option, I guess.
Have use of my power. You summoned me.
Oh, this guy didn't move. Damn it, we could have gotten influence. I guess we'll start making our way over here. So, I'm not sure where we can land. I guess we can land here. I guess it's gonna have to be where we land. Probably.
I await your command.
I guess we can land there too.
I simply cannot. I will
Alright.
continue soon.
We'll figure it out.
Are rising.
Alright, cool. Sugar. I forgot to move our scout over there. He's getting pretty far into enemy territory. Alright, cool. Well, let's get back into Deathblade as we sort of settle into the episode here while the dwarves make all their moves. So, I expected you to come alone, the Tasdina said. Her eyes sliding past Malice to glare disapprovingly to his companions. You forget, Lady Khaira. I know you, Malice reminded her. I will be able to concentrate on our negotiations better if I know I have someone here to watch my back. He made a point of using his right hand as he indicated his 2 companions. Lord Siller Thornblood of my household guard, Captain Vicinirix Quickdeath, commander of the Knights of Evenclaw. Malus fought down a smile when he saw the slight flush that came into Khaira's face as he introduced Vincirix. It was probably that the Tasdina knew she was his current companion. Was it possible Khaira was jealous? No, not true jealousy, just the bitterness of a spoiled child who sees someone playing with one of her toys. Malus would have to remind Khaira which of them enjoyed the dominant role in this conspiracy. You killed my messenger because you worried if he could be trusted, Khaira said. Why should we believe your lackeys can keep a secret any better? Because they know that to betray me is to betray themselves, Malus said. They each have powerful enemies. It is my strength that keeps them at bay. Malus marched towards Khaira, pausing before he reached her to run his mailed fist across a section of her blackened wall. When last he'd set foot in these crypts, those fires had been raging at full force, devouring the foul creatures Oriath had bound to his service. From the corner of his eye he watched Khaira, studying her for any trace of unease. He could find none. After what she had endured in these crypts, the hideous fate Oriath had planned for her, she must have ice water in her veins to come back. Perhaps that was exactly why she'd chosen this place. If anyone suspected her, they'd never think to look for her here. The Dracu places great faith in his strength, in the might of the hag. Maybe too much. The speaker was one of the supposed knights. Hearing his words, Malus recognized the voice as belonging to one of the elder sons of Dreadlord Galer of Shroktak. Malus turned a withering look on the noble. The might of Hag Graf is why I'm here, and you all know it. If you didn't need my armies, you would never have invited me into your confidences. Without the strength of Hag Graf, you have nothing. Angry hisses and grumbles rose from the conspirators, idle threats and empty curses that Malus brushed aside like buzzing insects. Before coming here, even before he had cut down Khaira's messenger, he had carefully considered every angle. This conspiracy had been hatched without any intention of including him. Likely, it had started as an opportunistic play to take the crown when Malekith failed to return from Grond. The Witch King had spoiled those plans, however. He'd survived to come back, putting Khaira and her allies in the worst possible position. A revolt all ready to unfold, but without the military might to keep what it seized. You are sure of yourself, Dracu, Khaira said. Only necessity would make you welcome me back into your arm, Malus answered. The look of total hate Khaira darted at him was so black that Solara took a step towards the Tasdina. Malus waved him back. He'd read the situation right. Khaira did need him, and would put up with anything until that was no longer the case. Alright, cool. One of our nobles is back, ready for action. Right expires, that's unfortunate. Raiding, that's okay, we'll get rid of that fool in short order. Okay, what do we got? Sorcerer's Isles, building up here, and almost fully replenished. Getting there, slowly. And before I forget, let's actually move this guy around a little bit. See what else is back here in the desert. I guess this is all dwarven holds with a little bit of sprinkling of Skaven runes, most likely. Alright, what are we doing over here?
You may approach.
All set.
Just wondering how we should fill this stack up, or if we should
I'm waiting.
could always maybe balance out the armies a little bit as well.
It shall be done.
That is an option
Landing.
also.
Prince of Elf-One.
You called?
2, 4, 6.
Defender of the Phoenix Throne. Entering the garrison.
Just bring her back to Caravan for now. Just keep everything under control for the time being. I'm not quite ready to strike the dwarves. Like I said, we want to get everything prepared first, so might be kind of a little bit slow going for a little while we work on finishing off first the Dark Elves and then Chaos.
Can I offer assistance?
Alright, maybe we should have kept her out in the water because we're gonna have to probably run this army down. I'm gonna catch this army as well.
To battle.
But anyway, let's see if what do they have in this thing? Not much. Okay, I guess maybe we've got them trapped this time. Je ne sais pas.
Now is not the time.
Alright, good. Good.
Hold the captive.
One army down.
Can I offer assistance? Lady of Ulthorn.
So have you deal with them
At your service.
My prowess
or
is
him?
needed.
Seriously, I didn't finish him off.
Ulthorn princess.
Well,
Going
2
forth.
battles out of that. Gonna get her back into Fortress of
Returning
the
to shore.
Damned for now, though. I guess could have started moving her down this
I
way.
serve the Phoenix King.
Loyal to a fault.
Yeah, keep going with scouting.
Naggarond breeds weak warriors.
And let's see here. So we can go with that. Should probably level up some of this stuff. Let's go. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Seeking arrows for now, I guess.
Retreat!
Wisdom is mine.
Alright. Good.
Prince.
A promising lieutenant.
Wolfenstein. What are we gonna give you? Yeah, just make it a little bit faster.
Protector
Helpful.
of Ulthorn.
So we can move you to there.
Protector of Ulthorn.
And
Impossible.
yeah, we'll move you
Unlikely.
there.
Moving out.
Valiant. There will be carnage.
Couldn't quite
Our
reach it.
traditions give me strength.
Get you over here too. Let's get all these guys back in Tyrion's army.
Shield of Alaria.
Oh, again.
Born
Just
to
want to be
lead,
careful we don't put the wrong.
brave son of Ulthwan.
Wrong noble back in the army, though.
You
Fuck's
have my
sake.
attention. Standing by.
Alright, maybe
Noble
we're
son
not
of
gonna do
Ulthor.
this anymore, because this is just really fucking annoying.
Direct me.
Need to get a hold of Tyrion.
I await your command. Noble son of Ulthor.
Fucking hell.
At your
Alright, there we
service.
go. Got him. Alright, let's move you out of there a little bit so that'll be easier
Standing
to put
by.
these guys back in the
I have
army.
much to teach them. Tyrion.
I have much to teach them. I await your orders. Noble. I am a fount of knowledge.
Champion of the Ever Queen. I will share my experience. Shield against the darkness. Standing by.
This guy does not belong in the army, so we'll get you moving this way.
I await your command. I am a fount of knowledge.
Speak your mind.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna do that again. It's just, I mean, it's great.
The
You get like a
gods
ton of
test my
influence, but it's
resolve.
just kind of a pain in the ass
I
getting
await
the
your orders.
units in and out
I
of
have
the
much to teach them.
Noble
the
son
army
of
just because
Ulfr.
of how much of a mess it makes on the campaign
Noble
map.
lord, I have much to
Anyway.
teach them.
There we go. Got it. Anyway, let's
Ulf one.
have Tyrion do the honors here. Could auto-resolve this, but this is the last fight with Dark Elves,
I am ready to
so
fight.
we'll give them a battle as we get rid of them. Be sad to see, to not have to see this ugly mug anymore. That's so unfortunate. I'm sure we'll see it again in future campaigns, that's for sure. Alright, how do we want to organize the troops here? I think we'll just put them all up in one. And put this up in two.
Dauntless.
And Tyrion in the middle
Upward mage!
gives us 3.
My power is yours.
Looks like plenty of magic. Start it up. Let's get moving forward. I don't think we're going to need the reinforcements for this. I want to see if we can get like all of our dragons to use their breath attack on him all at once. Should be interesting. Send the nobles to deal with the witch elves and you guys. Alright, come on. Give me massive breath attack here. Yes! Though, gotta give Mal. Wow. Wow. Took that like a champ. Barely did any damage to him. And he fired back. This could be a little bit dicey, this situation down here on the ground.
Immediately.
Yeah. Definitely, let's get these mages out of here.
Maintaining order.
Tyrion should be fine here on his own.
Upward mage! Hear me!
Nobles should be fine here.
Orders.
A little heal. There goes Malekith. So long, old friend. And yeah, let's just get you guys in there. Hopefully you can probably help out over here too. Just want to get one heal in here. Actually, so I'll just do it like that. Fuck. And that's it. No more dark elves. A somber moment. Moment of silence for old Malekith. So sad. Yeah, now Gotta figure out what's next for Tyrion and the High Elves. I mean, I guess we've already kind of figured that out. Head into Norska, and then probably epic fight with the dwarves.
For my queen, bind them.
I guess
They must die.
we'll just take the coin, even though it's hardly anything. What,
Into
seriously?
position.
Never.
Are you fucking kidding me? He survived. How was it? Oh, I guess
Ridiculous.
some of the units. All right, so it wasn't quite the last battle with
Tyrion,
the
heir of an
with
area.
the Dark Elves,
To
I guess.
victory.
Guess we'll just finish them off here. I am a little bit nervous because she's taking a little bit
Pull
of
back.
damage, but should be fine. Yeah.
Ancestors be praised.
My powers
Oh, whoops.
grow.
Hit the wrong. Should actually load up some of our generals with some of the stuff. Faction destroyed. There it
The
is.
Assur have triumphed.
Been obliterated. There's nothing left apart from the echoing laughter of thirsting gods. Beautiful. No more dark elves.
Ever vigilant.
Areas
A
leveled
worthy
up.
ally.
Let's go evasion.
Noble son of Ulthuan.
Alright, Marielle, we'll just move you to
On
the
my
edge
way.
here. And I guess we'll get
Ready to
you
march.
force
Starting
marching.
Alariel's
The elves
champion.
leveled up. Luther
Loyal to a fault.
and Dragon. I'm gonna give you. Yeah, let's do Word of Hoeth.
We shall not
See if we can
rest.
get Tyrion to catch up to. Ah, shit.
Champion of
That's
the
not what I
Ever
wanted to
Queen.
do. Anyway, that's not a big deal. So we'll
Speak
just
your
put him back in
mind.
the army next turn. Whoops.
I serve the Phoenix King.
Some building here. Growth down here.
True.
Ooh, got another noble up here. Try and get him over this way.
I know the way.
You know the way, do you?
Not possible. I will not.
Just want to move him somewhere where I won't forget about him. Though I guess with the notifications, it is kind of hard to forget about characters now. Let's go with another embassy. Alright, the map is looking good. Looking very nice.
I hear the Widowmaker.
You know what? Could recruit armies down here as well. And it would be actually quicker than using the global, quicker and cheaper actually. But wait until something pops up that I really want. Like I said, I want Nocturnal and Dragonborn for these next two armies that are going to be supporting Uhtred of Bedamuro. Alright, let's check the building. Whoa, whoa. There we got Broken Lands. Good. Tyrannoc. Good. Finally get this fucking thing leveled up. And I haven't really used chariots all campaign. I'm not a huge fan of chariots. Probably because I'm not very good with them. Alright. I guess we should check public order. Too bad there. Alright, it doesn't look too bad anywhere. Nothing too crazy.
I serve the king.
I guess we should
I
probably
will do my duty.
put you
Garrison.
in the settlement
Your behest?
just to get the public order going in the right direction anyway.
Lawmaster of Hoeth.
You have use of my power. Cawkwell answers to me.
By the White Tower, I hear the Kadaif.
You have use of my power.
Alright. More from the end times. Deathblade by C.L. Warner. Where were we? So. Only necessity would make you welcome me back into your arm, Malice answered. The look of total hate Khaine darted at him was so black that Solaire took a step towards the Tazdina. Malice waved him back. He'd read the situation right. Khaine did need him and would put up with anything until that was no longer the case. The Witch King is weak, one of the nobles declared. The tyrant's grip falters. He failed to destroy the Daemon Consort Valkia. He lacked the courage to relieve Claire Caron. He couldn't even bring himself to execute Marathi for her treason. He can dominate us no longer. Alright, so I just wanted to stop there for a second. So, the insinuation here, he failed to destroy the Demon Consort Valkia. So, like I was saying quite a while ago, that maybe we'll see Valkia again. It sounds like we will by that statement there, that she may still be alive. So, it's interesting. So, Malice paced across the crypt, digesting the noble's treasonous words. There was truth in them, even divorced from the greed and hate that made them so enticing. Never in Malice's lifetime had Malekith been pressed so closely by his enemies. Driving off Valkia's horde had taxed his strength, while confronting his mother in Grond had tested his will. He was weakening, even as the night of Naggarond was weakening. Jackals like Khaire's allies could smell it, slinking ever closer to seize whatever they could take. But if the hag were to support Malekith, if my armies were to flock to his banners, who would dare oppose him? Malice enjoyed the looks of horror that crept onto the faces of Khaire's allies. You would not side with the Black Tower? One of the highborn gasped. Malice stopped pacing, let his fingers scrape across the scorched lid of the sarcophagus. Not unless it was in my best interest. He turned towards Khaine. You invited me here to make a proposal. What am I promised, should my armies support your cause? Khaire's eyes were as cold as a glacier when she answered the Dracu. I think you have already decided what you want. What I demand, Malice corrected her. What I demand is the circlet of iron. What I demand is rule of Naggaroth. In exchange, I will support your own claims against your enemies and rivals. Agreed, Khaine said. Her answer came much too hastily for Malice's liking. We will acknowledge you as our king, but if you would be king, you must remove the current one. Malekith's Malekith's armies cannot oppose my own, Malice said. Your armies cannot fight Malekith and protect the land from the hordes now despoiling it. Khaine told him. It will take all the strength of Naggaroth to drive them back this time. If we spend our blood fighting among ourselves, everything will be lost. No, Malice Darkblade, it is not your armies alone that we need. We need you. We need the one swordsman in all Naggaroth who can do what must be done. You must kill Malekith, the Witch King. Alright, that's a good place to stop because that's the end of the chapter. So I don't want to start the new chapter while we, since the end turn is probably going to be over pretty soon. So maybe not. I'll just speed it along a little bit. Just give it a little boost. Alright, yeah, so things are probably gonna be a little quiet now for probably the end of this episode and starting in a new episode. So we've got the dragons here. We get the dragons, dragon princes, Phoenix Guard. What we need though is to be able to recruit the Sisters of Avalorn somewhere. Anyway, let's see. What do we got this turn? Anything different? Resilient, energetic, reload time reduction plus 10%, campaign movement range plus 10%, speed plus 10%. She might actually be really good for, I mean, if we're gonna leave like an army full of the Sisters of Avalorn, fuck me sideways. Another dashing lord? This is not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Strong-willed. 5% magic resistance for all troops. That's pretty good. Or that's alright, I guess. Damn it. It's always the ones that you want are never there when you want them. That's why it's good to plan ahead and use your influence to get them, and just leave them until you actually need them. Anyway.
Lord of Ulthuan.
A promising
So I guess we'll
lieutenant.
wait until the appropriate generals pop up before we do that. Yeah, I was just thinking that energetic lord would probably do really well with all these Sisters of Avalorn in the army, because reload reduction time 10% would be very helpful. I don't think we're gonna move these armies.
Princess of the Azure.
Just recruiting.
A mighty warrior.
And actually, let's change her
Their
name.
skill is
The
legendary.
last army that we had with these silver helms was Valkyrie, so we're gonna change her name and actually get her suited up here a little bit. Guess all the good stuff is already taken. Let's give you that. That? Oh yeah, I'll give you that. Helpful. This Vanguard deployment for archers and spearmen units. Breakable. Dragon horn. 25% weapon damage. I think we'll give her that. Oh, there's a lot of different potions here. Whoops, wrong one. The one I wanted to give her was the, I guess the dragon horn. Armor piercing might be useful for her, but I think we'll save that for someone else. Leadership +4 when fighting against dwarves might be useful, actually, seeing as we're going to be going to war with the dwarves sooner or later. Give it that. That's fine. Good enough for now. Oh right, now we're going to change her name, weren't we?
Azure Princess.
Alright, cool. Valkyrie is back. I might make a couple of Valkyries, maybe. I don't know.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Alright, let's see what we got going on up here in Norska, how close we can get to their shores. What's up? And ooh, I'm gonna build here. Let's go with the embassy. I was thinking public order building, but I guess we're gonna be okay here. Characters for technology, yeah, we should be fine here anyway.
Noble.
Let's keep moving you over this way.
For honor.
Let's take out a force march.
Lady of the
I
Phoenix.
think we'll have her come down here and... Alright, cool. Yeah, I guess
Azir guides
we'll
us.
have her come down here and settle this, I guess. Question is, do we want to take on all this territory?
I am a Saurian.
Or do we want to just... I mean, it'll be tough territory to defend and hold. I mean, we might as well take it.
I await
I'm just
your
concerned of how long it's going to take us to wrestle it
command. I
under our
simply
control.
cannot. Not possible. With purpose. Charting a course.
It'll take us a little
You
while to
have
get
my
over here.
attention. Destruction. Step.
These guys don't pose too much of a threat.
Moving out.
I'm wondering if we should...
This is not noble. Princess of the Azure. Making waves. Ready
fuck?
to serve. Azir guides us. Navigating.
Protector of Elf One. Journeying.
Servant of the king. Alariel guides me.
There will be carnage. Your aim. I cannot.
Can't quite reach it.
Light my path.
Did
Onward
you...
then.
Oh shit, this is supposed to... Damn it.
I will
Forgot to
share
put him
my
in Tyrion's
experience.
army. I just assumed that he was one of the other nobles that
Noble.
that were left outside, or that were using for influence and whatnot. Ugh. Yeah, there's not going to be a lot to do at the moment. Fuck, we don't even have anything to build here. We're going to be going through another end turn. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just wondering if we should start spending our... Well, we definitely want to do this. We want to get that plus 2%. Or plus 2 influence per turn. Get that going. Yeah, what I was just thinking is I wonder if we should be using the intrigue or using our influence for the intrigue right now, or if we should just continue to stockpile it, because I do still want to get those 2 generals. I think we'll wait till we get those 2 generals. And then... it's just going to take forever to get these armies built though.
Speak your mind.
Alright, got this guy over here.
Ali! Forward at once. I know
Yeah, I think we'll
the
just
way.
use him to search out a lot of this territory. And probably start securing influence with him a little bit as well. Just anything we can do to get the influence up, because we're going to need a lot of it to get the relations between the dwarves and Tonia decreased enough so that they will break their alliance.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Wonder where Archeon is right now. Or Herd of Chaos. My only concern is that while we're over here trying to track him down, could get the Chaos Rebellion again, and then we have to backtrack to deal with these armies, which would be extremely annoying, especially too because now we've got a lot more areas to defend over here. But anyway, what can you do?
Dave.
Hopefully we can destroy the Warriors of Chaos before that happens.
What do you require?
Warden of Saffron.
Alright, chapter 2 coming up. Right, you know they are just using you. Once you have done what they need you to do, they will betray you as quickly as they betray their king. You have things backwards, Damon. Malice growled at the presence inside his head. I am using them. They serve my purpose, even if their pride refuses to make them understand it. When their usefulness is at an end, even the Tasdina will find that she is disposable. All flesh is disposable. Ponder this when the dark reaches out for you. Malice fought down the impulse to argue with Tazarkan. The daemon took a perverse delight in goading him into empty arguments. The extra distraction of its poisonous advice was something he couldn't afford right now. The odds were stacked too heavily against him already. Lady Kaira's plan had worked flawlessly thus far. Her knowledge of the Black Tower and the routine of the Blackguard who defended it had proven invaluable. Malice had been able to eliminate the sentry patrolling the desolate stretch of wall abreast of the suspended bridge that connected the Tasdina's own tower to the outer ring surrounding Malekith's fortress. Solar, decked in the armor of the Blackguard, had assumed the sentry's place, adopting the gold sash that denoted the present rotation of warriors. The sentries wouldn't be relieved until the first light of dawn. Solar would have to make good his escape before then. Once his vassal withdrew, the empty post would be quickly discovered and real Blackguard would converge on the Tasdina's bridge. Malice was certain Kaira already had some subterfuge prepared to absolve herself from any blame, but that wouldn't help him. If dawn found him still inside the Black Tower, there would be no way out. He'd be abandoned to the wrath of the Witch King. That thought was enough to give even Malice pause. The Dracu of Hagriff, stealing through the Black Tower like a prowling shade, it wouldn't need a mind as crafty and twisted as that of the Witch King to figure out his purpose. In the long centuries of Malekith's rule, there had been many assassins who had tried to depose the tyrant. Their fates had been obscene enough to horrify even the Drugi. Now Malice was courting just such a doom. His mother's prophecy did little to cheer him. If there was one being in all the world who had the strength of will to force even fate to obey him, that being was Malekith. Cold perspiration beaded Malice's forehead. His breath came in hot little gasps. He could feel the blood quickening in his veins. How much of it was the cocktail of herbs and elixirs he had imbibed to enhance his reflexes and heighten his senses? How much of it was his own fear, the fear that he tried to deny even to himself? He had braved the quest for Tazarkan's 5 treasures, and the long quest to reclaim his soul from the devious daemon. He journeyed alone through the wastelands of chaos and stood within the insane realm of the screaming godchild. He had dared the curse of the Black Ark of Naggarond and escaped. He deposed the former Dracu of Hagriff and installed himself upon the throne. All these things he had faced and survived, yet it was the spectre of his sovereign that filled him with dread. Here, in the forgotten lower halls of the Black Tower, Malice was surrounded by the essence of the Witch King. Room after room of richly appointed chambers, their walls covered in masterworks that would have driven many a Druki noble to sell his own children into slavery simply to gaze upon them. Rugs of intricate pattern and artistry, their threads so fine that they rippled like water at the softest touch of his foot. Statues rendered from obsidian and amber, jade and crystal, their subject rendered with such detail that they seemed to breathe as the eye passed across them. Carved tables of the rarest wood, their every curve possessed a grace and dignity that defied estimation. Jeweled goblets, platters encrusted with diamond and ruby, bowls of gold and silver and ithelmar, all of these were arranged upon the tables, awaiting the attention of some passing guest, oblivious to the faint discoloration left behind the long decayed viands they had once held. Whew, alright. Malice is, oh, that's nice. Sea legs. Cool. That could be helpful. Extra campaign movement. Always enjoy that.
I serve the king.
Uhtred's at full strength. Oh, that's good, but like I said, he's just gonna sit at the Sorcerer's Isle. I mean, this is obviously not efficient use of our income, but just want to take some time, get things prepared for the War of the Beard
Can I offer
Part
assistance?
2. Just get everything settled over here in the meantime. I mean, I guess we could just go to war with Bretonnia. I mean, that actually... Who is Bretonnia allied with? Actually... Bretonnia.
Champion of the lady.
Okay, that might fuck things up a little bit. Oh wait, no, just trade with these guys. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so that definitely might fuck things up a bit. Could have a cascading effect with our allies, which I prefer
Shield
to
against the
avoid.
darkness. A worthy ally.
Alright, Bruce Lee is leveling up. Let's go with Blade Master and then we'll hit Foe Seeker, I guess.
The Cat-Eye are with us.
Then Odin,
A true
also
Asur.
leveled up. Full plate armor, probably give him Wound Maker and maybe some of the speed as well, I guess. It's getting close to level 40 though, so we've got 6 points
Where
left.
to?
Alright, let's see if we can grab
What
some
do you
influence
require?
here first. Before we take this settlement out.
Dauntless. Impossible. Standing by. There will be carnage.
That's weird. Why did he say impossible first time around?
Loyal to a fault.
So we got assassinate might be useful actually. Give you that.
What news? Noble born.
Speed of Saurian. Wait a second.
I await your command.
Ah, damn it. Forgot that these things give a boost to the trade as well. Come from industry buildings plus 3% all regions. Come from that would actually probably high alpha fairs would be the best because we have a lot of entertainment buildings
You
now.
have my attention. Smash it to ruins. A resounding success.
Good job.
Speak your
Back
mind.
into
I am a fount of knowledge.
the army, and
Lady
I
of the
guess we
Phoenix.
will colonize here.
Lady of Ulthorn.
This is going to be tricky keeping public order under control in these settlements or in these provinces. I guess maybe we'll focus on the northern half first, and then we'll come back down to the southern half later on, perhaps.
Valiant.
A worthy ally.
It's actually okay. Let's test this out. So we're at 4,000 right now. So what kind
Loyal
of
to a fault.
boost this gives us? 460. That's not bad at all for one experience point. Let's have.
Our cause is just.
Can you attack this place? Or is it? Can we not land here? Do we have to land first? Doesn't look like. Damn it to hell. I guess the zone of control blocks us here from getting.
All set.
I guess we have to go around. That's fucking shit. Alright.
Our cause
Oh, wait.
is noble.
Your will is done.
There we go.
None
Never
shall
mind.
live.
I'm an idiot.
I cannot
Had him
do
in
this.
force march. That's why.
Yuri Fair! Send Louis!
Tell me you don't have enough
Command
movement
me.
to do this?
For order!
The fuck?
Unwise. To war! No mercy!
Alright, this
Princess
is,
of the Asur.
do you have enough movement to do it?
Asur, attack! What madness is this?
It's because these guys are...
Mine!
I don't know.
Servant of the king.
I feel like we bring Tyrion around this way just in case, but
We protect
I guess we can bring Freya up. Ugh, her armies. Alright, well, we'll bring Tyrion around this way just in case we can't get over there for whatever reason, which seems like we're having some problems at the moment. That situation. Do a little bit of building.
Our traditions make us strong.
Moving you over here.
Onward then.
I feel like we should have enough movement to do this.
Noble son of Ulthuan.
I don't know if it's because these guys are in our
Protector of
way.
Ulthuan. Dispatch me.
The zone of control is blocking us.
Send Louis. No mercy.
I don't know. Je ne sais pas. Alright, let's actually build up, bring up the building browser. I don't think there's much else for us to do. I think we're going to be burning another end turn here.
Highborn.
Kind of a bit of a duller episode. A bit of a, I guess, somber episode since we finished off the Dark Elves here.
You must restore order.
One more turn. Probably do that one next. 2 more turns. Okay, so that's perfect. We'll be able to grab those.
A worthy ally.
Actually, wanted to give you this before I forget. Look at it. I mean, this is pretty good, but I like the idea of having Vanguard deployment for archers. For the archers, might be useful. Especially if we're gonna keep this as is. Probably should throw some heroes in there or something. But yeah, I think I'm gonna burn another end turn here. I don't think there's anything else for us really to do. Did we check? We checked this turn, didn't we? The lords that were available. What do we got? Resistant, resilient, energetic, and dashing, retaliatory. Yeah, again, this energetic would be really useful for I don't know. Tempted to pick that up and actually make a shadow warrior army.
What do you require, mage?
But I don't know. I mean, at the pace that we're going, like the son of a bitch, I keep forgetting about this guy. Anyway, at least we moved him on the map. Yeah, the pace we're going, the generals they're not changing too frequently anyway, so I mean, if we do decide we want to pick up that energetic lord, we have the option to do so. I really would rather have the Nocturnal general and the, what was the other one? The Dragonborn. I think Dragonborn, I think what I'm planning is something like 8 dragon princes and then the rest star dragons, and comprise an army like that and have them have them work with Uhtred down in the south there, and then the Nocturnal probably be majority Phoenix Princes, and then just maybe like some Bolt Throwers and Sisters of Avalorn. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, the thing is, like, the bonus traits that you get for, if you want to like really maximize the bonuses from the different generals, the general types, then you really have to, I don't know, make more one-dimensional armies, I guess. For example, like a good example is Mazdamundi, where he gets a reduction, like I think it's like minus 50% reduction for Temple Guard units. So to like take full advantage of that, you just only recruit Temple Guard units for his army. It creates kind of a one-dimensional army, but like you're maximizing the benefit from that bonus, right? Whereas, you know, like something like the Punitive Lord, where you get like a bonus for the Sea Guard and the Archers, if you want to maximize that benefit, then just those are the only units really that you would want to recruit for an army like that. And then Nocturnal, where it's, I think it's a bonus for Phoenix Guard, White Lions, and Swordmasters. If you want to get the full bonus, then just pretty much the whole army is just those troops. So I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to approach the game, and that's one of the things that I kind of hope that you guys take from my Let's Plays, is just, you know, like a different way of approaching campaigns a little bit. Anyway, I don't know how successful I am in doing that, but I don't know. I mean, like, my two favorite Total War players to watch are Legend of Total War #1, and then LH TV on Twitch. And they're both awesome, but they both have different play styles. Legend will always go for maximum efficiency and maximum effectiveness. And early game, it's all about maximum efficiency. In the late game, it's all about maximum effectiveness. Early game, it's about making cheap, efficient armies. In the late game, it's about making powerful, effective armies. And Legend always builds his armies in a way that they're uniform, so that they're, you know, it's easier to command the larger forces when you have all the same unit types, and you get into those large battles with 40 and 60 and 80 units that you're commanding. I mean, you can only command 40 units at a time, but I mean, there are, you know, the maximum amount of units you can have in a battle is, I guess, 80, because only 3 generals were reinforced. But I mean, if you want to command those armies effectively, the best way to do it is have uniform units. It makes it just so much easier to organize everything and command the troops. Whereas Ellich, his approach is not necessarily to just spam the doom stacks, that he likes to make a variety of armies, and he likes to make you know, a lot of different flavored armies. And you know, some of the logic behind that is that sometimes if an army is unperfectly balanced, you can kind of test the limits of what the army can do in different situations, and it should ultimately improve your playstyle and you know, improve your understanding of the game. So kind of use both of those, or take both of their sort of reasoning into my consideration when I try to build my armies. And at the same time too, I'm still learning the game, very much so, very much, you know, a student of Total War, and very much, you know, learning the Warhammer game as well. So anyway, that was a long-winded rant to end the episode, I guess. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Episode 26, I think, is next. Hopefully it won't be quite as quiet as this one. We should get a little bit of action up here in the north with the Norska, and we'll just continue preparing our armies, our forces, for the inevitable showdown with the dwarves, which I don't want to I don't want to say it's going to happen next episode. It could be a couple episodes off because we still have to wait to see, or I still want to wait to get those the appropriate generals for the new armies that we're going to be building. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Ragnarok out.